Guys, I made some stew peas and rice. If you're interested in this one, come let's make the stew peas together. Alright, so we'll wash them peas here, put them for soak. This is about a pint of peas. So we have about 5 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna add them to the water. Cover that until tomorrow. To a Dutch pot, I'm gonna go in with some pigtail, some smoked neck, beef rib, and some chicken foot. To that, I'm going in with some hot water. I'm boiling everything, so I'm going to give this 15 minutes and then we'll come back. After 25 minutes, this is what it's looking like. So I'm going to pour off the liquid and rinse it off and then come back. Alright guys, so I'm only boiling this once. And what I did was rinse off the meat properly. Rinse it until the water runs clear. Alright, so now I'm going to add the peas and the garlic. And also some hot water. Just enough to cover the meat and the peas. So we'll cover that. We're going to go in occasionally to ensure that it doesn't need any more liquid. If you do need water, just add a little and just cook the peas and the meat until them cook. Alright guys, so we're going to make some spinach. I'm going to use 1 cup of flour. Alright, so this is a half cup. So we're going with 2 of this. A third of cornmeal. We're going to add a little pinch of salt to it. Combine it. We're going with a little bit of water at a time. I'll just a little bit and I pour more than a little bit. Alright, so go in with that. We'll go again and we'll add a little again. Okay. Alright, so we'll just have to squeeze that together. Alright. And just press into it. Okay. So we have some loose flour in the plate. I'm gonna just dip my hand in the water and drip it on it. Again, knead the flour again. Right, so anytime that if it feel like it need any, just dip your hand in the water instead of pouring it, so that you don't pour too much water and it can spoil it. Right, and then you'll have this. Okay, so guys, because I'm not ready to put the spinach them in the pot yet, I use a damp paper towel or napkin to cover the flour so that it not hard up. These are the list of ingredients that we have. What we're going to prep for putting in the stew peas. We have scallion, thyme, and we have a hot pepper. We rinse them off and have them in some water. So we'll just have to chop up the scallion. So I chop up that. So guys, it's warm outside. We have some thyme. For the pepper, we're gonna pierce it. Alright. So we have scallion, thyme, and 1 pepper we'll pierce. So we're gonna add this to the pot. Alright, could go in. I say you want to use a fork to test your meat them. To see if they're tender. Right? Well, this I broke up, you see, kind of pigtail. Alright, so you know them cook, them just want to cook a little more. So by the time the season and the dumpling and everything go in there and it go down, them they will be just good. Alright, so now we're gonna go in with the scallion, thyme, and our hot pepper. Add that. I'm also going in with some black pepper. Right, so then I'm gonna add a piece of butter. You can definitely go in with your coconut milk if that's your preference. So I'm just all go in and just combine the ingredients then. Alright, so I'm not going to add any salt until it go down and then I taste it, because remember the pigtail in there, I'm gonna only boil the pigtail one time. So therefore, it might not need any salt or any all-purpose. Okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna wash my hand properly and come back home, add the spinach to the pot. Alright, so now we are going with the spinach. Okay. And with the spinach, now you just want to take off a little piece at a time, like that, and just roll it in the palm of your hand and stretch it and drop it. Alright, so roll it. While I roll it, is like you kind of push it or press, not press, but stretch it. I don't know if I explain that. But once you roll it, you'll get the anchor. When you roll it, so it just gonna take time to stretch. And you just allow it to stretch. Right, and you just drop it. And then I'm gonna go in the couple of that. And then I'm gonna add 2 big dumplings for my daughter. You don't have to do that. Alright. And it depends on how big or how little you want it to. I want it drop on my clothes. Because I've got the smell of ice cream. And it's funny enough, I have ice cream in my fridge. I'm gonna go for a walk after this, so I don't want to mess up my clothes if I have to change. So push out my body. You can't even listen to music because of YouTube. I dance to the people them with and they might laugh off of me. They might laugh off of me to rock. Alright, now come up by camera so we can save some space. And I'll be back. And I put in the last one, I'll come back. Alright? Alright, so I'll make 2 regular dumplings for add to the pot. This is definitely optional, guys. Alright. Well, if I don't take myself on my problem, because I'm supposed to put on my apron. Okay. We'll move around the dumpling then. Alright, so the only thing left we do now, I make this go down a little more, then we'll taste it to see if we need to adjust any adjust the taste. If not, this is gonna be it when it go down. So we just allow this to go right down until the stew thickens. Alright guys. Just when the soupy starts to stick to the bottom, that's when you know it's thick enough. Some people like it thick. Some people like it a little runny. So it just depends. So now I make this go on a little more. Guys, if you have made it this far in the video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, to leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in another video. Continue watching, guys.